Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, the 7th day of February. Here we go. Today we're going to discuss with you how lush kneading can happen inadvertently, even when you don't even realize that you're doing it inside of your kitchen on Shabbos. You're not allowed to knead. It's one of the 39 malachas that we don't do on Shabbos. And you might think that kneading only applies when you're making challah and smushing the dough, but really well, let's get back to the beginning. There are two parts to kneading. Part number one is when the liquid is put to be in contact with the kneaded item. Just the pouring of the liquid onto the item that it's going to mash into, that in itself, pouring the liquid onto the fine item, can be considered kneading. So you got to watch out for that. An example of that would be if you were to just pour some liquid onto some flour on Shabbos, that already could be kneading. So watch out for those types of activities. The next one, which you're more familiar with, would be the one where you're blending and kneading and mixing the thing together, a mixture all together. We'll have examples in just a moment, but that is the more common form that you're used to hearing. That too is kneading, and watch out for that. So let's give examples now of that, of adding liquids into some mash stuff, which could be kneading. And the examples always make it much clearer. Here goes. If you have some mashed avocado, and you are going to want to serve that at Shabbos, let's say, and because of its texture, you feel like adding a little bit of mayonnaise, margarine, or butter to it, and you're going to mush together the mayo, the margarine, or the butter in that mashed avocado, and you feel like, well, that's not kneading. The mashed avocado is already mashed avocado, but putting the butter, the mayo, or the whatever into that mashed avocado and mixing it together in that way would be considered kneading, and you're not allowed to do that on Shabbos. Next example, if you wanted to add milk or juice to some mashed bananas for the baby or something. So you might feel like, it's mashed banana, all I'm doing is pouring some liquid on it, but you're changing up its consistency a little bit, mixing in the milk or juice that you're pouring in. So when it gets mixed together with that mashed banana, that too could be considered kneading, and you're not allowed to do it on Shabbos. If you want to mash a banana in its own paste, in its own substance, like you're just basically taking a banana and mashing it, that would not be a problem of lush, even if you're doing it in its own juices, because that's just a banana and all you're doing is mashing it. So you wouldn't have to worry about lush kneading on Shabbos if you did that. But what you should watch out for is to mash that banana with the handle or the spoon of the fork. The handle of the fork or spoon. And the reason for that is because otherwise it could be considered tochen, or grinding, and you're not allowed to do that on Shabbos. So do watch out for that. That could be considered tochen. And lastly, you can't mix oil into a finely ground mixture of vegetables. That too could be considered. Watch out, at Shabbos time or some salad, you got finely mashed radishes, cucumbers, or carrots, or something very finely mashed. You're going to pour and mix in oil. That too could be considered lush, and do not do that on Shabbos. Just a reminder, Rosh Chodesh coming up on Monday night into Tuesday, Tuesday night into Wednesday, a 2-day Rosh Chodesh. We'll tell you more about that. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.